Hi, and I am Mark Lawrence Berano from IT3M1 CCS second year student. So, this video, it will be my answer in the test 2 or the analysis and critical thinking video presentation. So, bali number 1 is how can Trimex colleges protect themselves from potential threats posed by Google dorking? So, we all know that Google dorking is a website that highly risks or super nakakatakot. Kasi, when using Google dorking, you can open other files in other website na kung may mga naka-open na ganun, pwede mo siya makuha or pwede manakaw yung mga information na ganyan. Or like kunyari mayroon kang website then it is not secured. Using Google dorking, pwedeng makuha yung files mo na yun, pwedeng manakaw or like pwedeng magamit in other such situation which is involve yung pangalan mo. So Google dorking is very risky or nakakatakot na website in HTML or yan like parang ganyan, which is not very hindi siya nakakaaya-ayang parang gamitin or basta pakisamahan na sa Google like ganun. So how can we how can we protect Trimex colleges from this Google dorking? So for me as a cybersecurity student or have a subject of information assurance and security, for me Trimex colleges can protect themselves from this Google dorking by inserting or ensuring that the website used by Trimex colleges is secured, highly secured, or mataas yung kanilang security level about sa ganyan. Kasi hindi lang isa ang file or data na hawak ng Trimex colleges, which marami. So for me, Trimex colleges ensure na nila na yung kanilang security level is mataas or hindi siya basta-basta ma-decode or mabibreak. So kung gusto naman malaman or when gusto malaman ng Trimex colleges na kung yung website nila is secured, so they can use naman din ang Google Dork by searching in the search bar like in title, in URL, kung may specific sila ganyan, kung para malaman nila kung may naka-open na open file or camera that can use in threatening or in other situation that can Trimex colleges will fall. Parang ganun, makakasama sa Trimex colleges. So, next, number 2. How might the combination of both steganography and cryptonography change the landscape of information security? Discuss potential advantages and challenges. So, we all know naman the steganography is ito yung type na kung gusto mong na nagtatago ka ng hidden message or hidden text sa isang picture that you can send to other person, to other source without knowing na sa picture na yun pala is merong hidden message. So ang cryptography naman, which is ito yung such a yung message which is naka-hidden siya or naka-encrypt siya into other language or like parang ganun, which is hindi siya basta-basta mababasa. You need to decode muna before you know the means. So in information assurance or in cyber sa mundo ng cyber security, itong dalawang to is napaka gandang pagsangay. Kasi when you want to send such very important information sa isang tao using this steganography and cryptography, you can send it without any one na malalaman pala na mayroong secret message to. Kasi kung makita man nila or kung malaman about information, hindi nila agad-agad malalaman ito kasi yung message is naka-encrypt din siya into other language or into other word. So, kung hindi nila alam kung paano i-decode ito, hindi na rin kaagad nila malalaman kung ano ibig sabihin ito. So, yun yung advantage ng paggamit ng dalawang system na ito, steganography tsaka cryptography. In other challenges naman, which is yun nga, bago mo malaman kung ano yung sinend sa'yo ng isang tao about message, kailangan mo muna siya i-decode. Or ayun, kung hindi ka marunong mag-decode ng ganun, bahala ka sa mo. Hindi mo rin malalaman sinend niya. So, ayun, joke lang. Number 3, if Caesar cipher is easily breakable, why do you think it was effective during its initial usage in ancient times? So, for me, nung nalaman namin about dito sa cipher, sa Caesar cipher na to, para sa akin, hindi naman to madali. Hindi siya madaling i-decode. Kasi you need to know the keys to decode the language or to decode the word. So, yun. Kaya nung nag-activity yung professor namin sa lecture namin na subject, nahirapan kami, like parang 2 hours namin bago natapos kasi hindi namin alam kung paano i-decode. Tapos, kailangan din namin alam kung yung ibig sabihin ng word na yun. So, Caesar cipher, siguro ginamit ito nung nagngangalang Caesar din nung time nila kasi I guess it's probably that in that time yung security level nung panahon nila is super super higpit, ganyan. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-send ng kung ano-anong information about tungkol sa mundo nyo or tungkol sa bansa nyo into other nation, parang ganun. So, siguro ginamit ni Caesar or ininvento niya yung Caesar cipher na yan para makapag-send pa rin siya ng message without knowing that that message is nagdadala na ng very important message. So, for me, hindi siya basta-bastang madaling i-break, but I guess kung gagamitin pa rin siya or still gagawin pa rin siya dito ngayon with technology, siguro madali na lang din siyang mag-break. Kasi, syempre, search mo lang yan sa Google. Meron naman yan. May mga app na gagamitin mo na. Madali nang magamit. But in that time, since technology is lacking technology pa rin sila. So, Caesar cipher is very effective in that time. Kasi syempre, iisa-isa mo pa kung ano ibig sabihin nun. Diba? Kada word yun. So, mahihirapan talaga. So, ayun. Yun lang. Thank you.